Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know that we reached 50 subscribers, and I'm just so happy and thankful that this little community is growing every single day. I love you guys so much, and let's start this video. Cue the intro.
It is January 21st, and I have been studying for my driver's test this entire month. And on the 31st, I will be getting my permit, and then I'm gonna drive for a couple months. I'm gonna drive until March. I'm gonna practice driving until March, and then around the end of March, I'm going to take my driver's test, and I should have my license by the end of March, early April. This is just me recording that because I was watching people and their driving tests and stuff, and I found this one girl, and her video really inspired me because she kind of vlogged her journey. So that's what I'm going to do as I take off my makeup. I am 21 years old, and I still don't have my license, and here's why I've waited so long. Okay, so the reason why I waited so long, if we want to be completely honest, I'm gonna be real, it was not my fault. It definitely was not my fault. I don't care, nobody says. It's hard to get your license when you don't have adults that are willing to help you or can't help you. So that's kind of why the reason why I don't have my license right now. I would have people to help me, like my boyfriend, for example. He would help me, but because I wasn't there for a long time, I'll only be in Chicago for a month, and then I have to go back home, and then that's a whole month without driving, and then I come back, and then I'm driving a little bit, and he has work, so he can't really, you know what I mean? But on top of that, it was never his job to teach me how to drive. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart, which I love him for that, and he's another reason why I love him so much. Granny tried to teach me, my sister, and by try I mean we only did it for one day, and we never did it again because she has a lot of anxiety. My granny's a very anxious person, so us driving was just not it. We weren't gonna do that. So we did it once, and then that was it. My mom never sat us down and taught us how to drive. My dad was doing it for a little bit, and then a bunch of personal stuff happened in our family, and he ended up he couldn't anymore. And this was all in the span of 3-4 years. There was a time when he couldn't anymore, but now some more personal stuff has happened, and now we are living with him, and he's a bit more stable now than when everything went down, so he can teach us how to drive again. And I'm super happy about it because my parents know that as soon as I get my driver's license, I'm not going to be home. Because even though I am a homebody and I do like to chill at home, there are times where I want to go out. I feel I'm gonna be that type of driver that does spontaneous stuff, where it's somebody calls me, hey Sydney, where you at? Oh, I'm at the beach. What? It's the middle of the day. Yeah. Girl, come back home. I feel that's what I'm gonna be. Just times where I want to do spontaneous things. I want to go on solo dates. I want to go to the beach whenever I feel like it. I want to go to the farmer's market whenever I feel like it. As long as I have gas in the car and there's money in my pocket, I'm going out. Okay? So I just think I'm that type of person. And I think my family knew that. Now I don't know if that influenced them to help me or not. I don't know. But also too, what's motivating me is the fact is every time that I've been fed up, people, you know what I mean? Because it's when you are relying on somebody, and I don't want to look at this in a negative way, but sometimes when you are relying on unreliable people, it makes you resent asking for help. It makes you resent it makes you want to do everything yourself because you're surrounded by people that are unreliable. And sadly, I was around people that was just unreliable. But another thing too, another thing that's motivating me is the fact that everything that I do was like a family trip. So it's like anything that I wanted to do by myself because I didn't have my driver's license, my entire family just came. Because my sister doesn't want to stay at home because, she doesn't have a driver's license, so she's stuck at home. So any chance she wants to go out, she's going to take that. My mom is the one taking us. My dad's just like, well, why not since the whole family's going? So it's like everything that I want to do ends up being a family trip, and I hated that. Because there are things that I just want to do by myself. And I can't do that because I don't have my license. So that's another thing that's motivating me too, because I'm so sick and tired of every little thing that I want to do being a family trip. So annoying. But yeah, those are the two things that are motivating me right now. So I think I only have a week or two left until I take my driver's test. I'm in Michigan, so I can take my driver's test online, which is the best. But for the actual driver's ed, I have to go and drive. Obviously, I have a week and a couple of days. So until I can do my driver's test, I'm confident, sorta. I think I need to because I've kind of just been doing stuff in passing, just make sure you do something every single day. But I think for the rest of this week and next week, I'm going to genuinely sit down and actually learn, not just do it in passing portion on the test. It's multiple choice, so that helps me out a lot, especially for a slow test taker like myself. So but yeah, I'll see you guys in a week and some change. Guys, so it is now January 31st. A lot has happened. My sister doesn't live here anymore. We'll talk about that later. But I am about to do my written driver's ed exam. And I guess Michigan, because I live in Michigan, they do this thing where your webcam needs to be on, and they take pictures of you throughout the test to make sure that no cheating is involved, that you're not cheating or people are doing the test for you. So my webcam needs to be on, and I was going to record myself actually doing the test, but the last thing that I want is to be recording while I'm doing this test and they fail me because they think I'm cheating. That will literally make me lose my mind. So we're not gonna do that. So that's why I'm recording now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. But I'm gonna pray before I start. I'm in here all by myself. I'm in the apartment by myself. Give me some water. I'm about to get in a comfortable spot. Then we're gonna continue. They said that I should be getting fast results. So I'll let you guys know what happens now. What happens when I'm done. It is 4:57. I will let you guys know when I am done.
Hey,
so I did what they told me to do.
yes. Oh, brother.
Guys, I am peeved. It is 6 o'clock. I have not been able to do my test, and here is why. For some reason, my webcam is broke. I don't use my webcam for anything. Even for stuff that I probably should use it for, I don't. So the fact that my webcam is broken and I don't use it for literally anything makes me genuinely upset and take the test on my iPhone. So now I have to schedule an appointment to do it. Whatever this laptop is, Lenovo Yoga, this laptop is horrible. little small stupid stuff I can do on there, but anything that I like, if I genuinely want to get something done on my laptop, I can't. So if you, and this is one of the newer laptops too, I'm not trying to come at them like that, but I'm just very frustrated with this brand because I was tempted to get an Apple laptop. I really was, but my boyfriend was like, no, this is the newest one, these are really good. And I've seen him use his what's it called, Levo laptop. It's really good. He enjoys it, he likes it, whatever. So I'm like, okay. And it's a touch screen, I like that, you know. I've only had this laptop for 2 years. I had to wipe my computer the first time because I guess there was like a, I don't know any computer terms, I'm sorry, I'm just very upset. Something was wrong with the internal stuff and I had to just wipe my entire laptop. I had to literally just start from scratch. And now when I need it the most, my camera doesn't work. So I don't want to, you know, get in the I don't want to get in the laptop community and just start spewing nonsense, but with my experience with this laptop, it's horrible. If you want to do dumb, stupid stuff on here, this is your laptop. If you actually want to get work done, find a new laptop. I probably have to wait like, I'm gonna pray about it because I don't want to start spewing stuff that I don't want to happen. So I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna pray, and I will give you guys an update on when I guess I get my appointment from the DMV, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. So hey guys, so I guess I probably should have recorded this while I was taking off my makeup, but I wasn't thinking until I was done. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. It is February 11th. I'm taking my test tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm not nervous, but that's because like I got a couple more hours until I can actually be nervous, you know. this is Jesus for real, but I refuse to be nervous like a couple days before something happens. That just takes a lot of energy out of me, and it's useless doing that. So I'm not allowed to get nervous until it hits 12 o'clock tonight. Now we're doing a couple of other things to celebrate, but I also just wanted to, you know, just be vulnerable and just tell you guys what's going on. So my grandma has passed away. She died on February 2nd, and yeah, I'm okay. I'm not emotionally like distraught. She was just really old, so honestly, you know, nobody's like shocked that like she has passed away, but it's still a big loss like to the family. You know, she was the glue that held the family together, and you know, like she was just, you know, my grandma was that girl before that sentence even existed, you know, like she was that girl, you know, she was a beautiful woman of God. She loved Jesus, she loved her family, and she was a baddie. I'm just gonna say that right now. Hey guys, so I realized at this portion of the video I was talking about a lot of personal stuff and I didn't feel comfortable like sharing that, but basically how I'm gonna end this part of the video is I'm just gonna say, you know, send prayers over, you know, RIPs in the comments for my grandmother. What I said still stands. She, you know, she loved Jesus, she was a beautiful woman of God, and she loved her family. So I just wanted to say that because that took, even though I wasn't emotionally distraught, that did take up a lot of my thought process before my test started. And like I said, even more family stuff happened that just kind of flooded my mind, which wasn't good because I was trying to focus on the task at hand and I couldn't because I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's just like, yeah. So that was on my mind when all of that was happening, but that's all I wanted to say about that. So let's continue on with the video. We got crumble.
Finally, at the crumble we actually like.
Yes, and I'm very excited. I don't know if Dad is, because we got the Dubai
strawberry brownie. Y'all don't know how much I miss the Dubai brownie. Y'all don't even know. Oh yeah.
All right, now it's up. Valentine's Day is your day, so I'm letting you go first. Looking like we're gonna have to wait to get home.
Yeah, it's hard. Pause.
Oh my goodness. No, we gotta find a target, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta find a target first. Target.
I guess I could tell you guys what happened with my driver's test. So I did not pass, sadly. I was so close, but there's just some questions that I just simply did not know the answer to, or like it was worded wrong. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I cried in the middle of the Secretary of State because I was just frustrated. I was just really frustrated because like the wording of the questions was just different, and it was just a lot. But they gave me a second chance, which I was shocked about, and even he was shocked about. And I did the, what's it called? True or false?
Right.
I did the true or false instead of the multiple choice questions, and I felt a lot more confident about that. But even still, and also it was different too because the multiple choice questions, you could get 11 wrong.
Okay.
But with the true or false, you could only get 8 wrong.
Right.
So, and I'm assuming because it's true or false.
Right.
So like, I felt a lot more confident with the true or false questions. So I knew it wasn't because I was a dum-dum. It's just, I felt a lot more confident. But we rescheduled for next Thursday. And they gave me the Michigan book. So I can actually like read what questions are gonna be one year. And yeah. But I just wanted to be transparent because I did cry. I ain't gonna hurt you. So
What we're gonna do? We're just gonna go this way.
Okay.
Because it's not coming up for some reason. So I think hopefully we run into it.
Okay.
Hopefully we run into it.
You getting a big yeah. Good. Let's open this up.
So backstory. No, you tell the backstory.
Backstory for what? Oh, how we got to this. Okay, so here's the backstory. I'm gonna get just one, but I decided to get this one, and here's the reason. So we could not find the lamb, the pink lamb. We could not find the what's it called, the cheat code number at the bottom. We were finding literally all the other ones but the lamb, right? And it was getting to the point where we went to 3 stores. We went to Five Below in a different location, Five Below in another location, and then we went to Target. So
On top of that, we got lost going to Target.
right, we got lost going there.
We were 6 minutes away from Target. 6 minutes away. It went from 6 minutes to what? 23?
No, it was like at least 30. Wait, was it?
Yeah.
13 or 23?
I think it was 23 minutes.
Okay, 23. Yeah, it went from
6 minutes to like 20 something minutes.
yeah.
And then on top of that, we're at a stoplight that lasted for like ever.
Right, it was a really long
A really long stoplight that like lasted forever. We're sitting there like, man, we just went. And come to find out, we had a ton of construction in front of us. So you're lucky to even be talking to us.
Right, because we definitely would have died.
Definitely, because it would have been oncoming traffic while we're coming towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good deal.
Right, and that wouldn't have been cute
It
at
would
all.
have crushed the Mini.
Yeah,
The Mini.
yeah.
I love the Mini.
And you guys don't know this, but my dad does own a Mini.
Yes,
So-
Countryman.
Countryman
Yes.
Mini. We're not gonna say the color,
Betty.
but her name is Betty, and we love
name
her.
is Betty.
So we were basically riding around for like what, like you said, 23 minutes?
Yeah,
23 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get right back to where we were.
Right back. We did the hugest circle ever.
The biggest circle ever. And we ended up finding the Target, which literally was like what? Like if we didn't have to do that roundabout,
It would have been literally 6 minutes.
Right.
Instead of us going the way that we went, if we went back the other way, it'd have been right there.
Right. So we went in the Target, we went potty, and then we went to the kids section, of course. We passed the LPS.
After stopping right in front of it, talking about the Krispy Kreme toys that was at the top shelf.
We were talking about, what are they called? I'm gonna just show a picture, pop it up right here. We were looking at those. And the LPS were at the bottom. We literally stopped right dead smack in the middle of it. So that could tell you where we are right now. We go to the other sections all around, and we're like, it's nowhere near here. So we went back, looked down, oh, they're there. So we saw the blind boxes. We were looking through those. We didn't look through all of them, but that's because we were just
kind of over it after that.
Right. And it's only so much, a girlie can take, and, a man that has nothing to do with it. So we did that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this pack because at least I get two, and it was $7, so it wasn't that bad. Especially compared to people reselling. But I'm a little concerned because it's a blind box. So I really could get anything. So, and now we're here. So, this is the one that I want because it has the lamb. Duh. This one I'm okay with getting, which is like a horse and like a little cat. That one I'm fine with. I do not want that one at all. So, okay. But bro.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, this is one.
Number one.
Got that monkey.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's still cute.
Yeah, it's still cute.
How many we got in there? 4?
No, we only got 2 in there.
Okay. So we got one more.
No. It's the elephant.
That's the one we didn't want, right?
Yeah. But it's okay.
How did that happen?
I don't know. But they're so cute. They're so cute. I'm still gonna love them. But I'm not gonna lie, that would have been really sick.
Yeah.
If we that would have been really sick. The search continues. I'm not giving up. Next Thursday. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Thursday.
Peace.
I was determined to get my permit the second go around. For the next 7 days, all I did was read that book while I was working out, in the kitchen, even in the bathroom. Okay, that was a little bit dramatic, but I studied a lot until the night of my test. I prayed one last time, and I went to bed. Let's see what happens.
Hey guys, so I got my permit. So I got my permit, and not only did I get my permit, but I was literally doing so well that they stopped my questions. There are 30 questions, and they stopped me at 23. So that makes me very happy. So let me just organize these things for you, just in case if you're in Michigan and you are taking your driver's test, because I saw people like explain how their driver's like test worked, but I didn't really see anybody in Michigan talking about it. So like I've seen people in LA or like in California, or like, you know what I mean, but I haven't seen anybody like in my area talk about like what needs to be done. So, and like for some reason, I don't know, to me it's like I feel like there's a lot of misinformation, I feel like, and I feel like it's a little bit of gatekeeping. I don't know. I was doing my research and I was getting everything but what happened today. So I don't know if it's a form of gatekeeping or just a lack of like updating like how this is supposed to go, but I'm just gonna tell y'all if you live in the Michigan area. So if you live in Michigan, you should go get the Secretary of State Michigan driver's book. It gives you everything that you need. A lot of the questions that I failed on the first time were actually in the book, like how old does a kid have to be to stay in their car seat, like, you know what I mean. So I use this app to help me. It has like mock questions, very, very good, especially for a free app. So if you don't have any money right now, or like if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on, you know, a driver's training app, that app is really, really good for you. This is called Driving Test. I think you can get it on, I know you can get it on a Samsung, and I'm assuming you can get it on Apple because you can get everything on an Apple. Anyways, it was that until I got the Secretary of State book, and then I read that. So when you first do your test, like 3 or 4 questions are like signs, like road signs. You do that, and then rest of the questions are like you know, like what to do if this happens, what is hydrogliding, what is when should you use your low beam lights, when should you use your high beam lights, what do you do when an officer pulls you over, kind of like those type of questions. If you, I don't know if you can have this as an option, but I know for me, when I failed the multiple choice, she asked me if I wanted to do a true or false, and I did. And then the second time that I came back, she said, do you want to do the multiple choice or do you want to do true or false? And my dad was like, speaking of him, false. Now the true or false, you can only get 8 wrong, but with the multiple choice you can get 11 wrong. The true or false is like 30 questions, and then the multiple choice is 50. So do that as you will. I don't know if you can ask for the true or false or not. I don't know. I just knew it was an option for me, so I took the true or false. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, you know. And then they, which I did not know this, they give you an eye exam. It's not full-fledged. For me, it's just like they told me to like put my head on like this like goggle thing, and they told me to just read the top, and then when I was done reading the top, they turned on like these flashing red lights at the side of me, and they were like, can you see that? And I was like, yes. And she was like, okay, where is it? And I'm like, at the side of me. And she was like, okay. Took a picture for my license, and I had to sign some things. You have to sign some papers. The papers are just there to make sure that like everything is like correct. So like your address, your name, phone number, all that jazz, like all of that is correct. If you have a state ID, take your state ID and give them your state ID. I forgot, like in the beginning when they ask for like verification of who you are. If you have a state ID, just give them that. We thought that we had to give them like my social security number and stuff like that, and so we had like a whole folder of like my birth certificate, like just all my important information, and she was just like, no, I just need your ID if you have one. And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, unless they tell you otherwise, just if you have a state ID, just use your state ID. And also my test was $25. My permit test was $25, so make sure you have $25 or as much as they're saying that you need. That's it. And I got my permit, and I'm so happy about it and blessed about it. Guys, y'all don't know how long I've been praying for this. Y'all don't know how long I've been fighting for this. I know for like some people it's like normal and like it's just the next step for them, and that's amazing. But throughout all of this, because you know I just started recording this like a month ago, but guys, I've been wanting to get my driver's license for years. If I can show it right now, but my boyfriend and dad have been helping me drive since I was 14. going through different apps, doing different apps, looking up different videos. It's crazy. And now that I finally have my permit, and in a couple of days I'm gonna have my driver's license, I'm just really, really like blessed and thankful. Like I said, for some people it's just the next step to adulthood, but for those people, you should be very grateful, because for some people it's a fight to gain their independence. So if you didn't have to fight to get your independence, you are a lucky being, you are a blessed being, and you should be thanking God, okay? Because some people truly had to fight to get their driver's license, or their first apartment, or their first car. You know what I mean? Like, when you have, I don't want to get too deep into it, but there are families out there that really want to control people, and the first form of control is taking away somebody's freedom. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep in this video, but it's been a long road for me, okay? Like, it wasn't just, it's been a long road. So I'm just very blessed and thankful that I got my permit, and I'm gonna start driving soon. And yeah, so my next video is going to be me driving a little bit, and then driving to get, like, doing my driver's test, you know, the big driver's test that everybody talks about. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that'll be my next video. And I'm just very thankful, and I'm just very blessed, and thank you for watching. I know this video is probably super long, but thank you for watching and being there with me. And if you just got here, you should subscribe, because I have a lot more videos and a lot more things that are happening. Guys, this is just the first quarter of the year. We are still in February, people. You know, we got 3 more quarters to go. So if all this stuff is happening in the first quarter and you ain't subscribed, come on now. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell. And if you want to know things quicker, you can follow my second account on TikTok. If you want to hear me sing, you can follow my first TikTok account. And if you want to buy something from me, you can go on my Depop, where I'm selling a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. I love you guys so much, and remember to never stop dreaming.